Today, we're at the Owensboro Convention Center for the State of the City.
Please give a warm Rooster Booster welcome to Mayor Ron Payne.
I leaned over and made a comment to Adam, and I always say this when people introduce me and they read all that all that does is tell you this guy's old. Adam said, I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it. Good morning. And I want to thank the Chamber for giving us this time to present this address on the state of the city. But before I do that, we've had a lot of introductions, but I've got to introduce the most important person to me, First Lady of Owensboro, my friend and my sunshine for going on 45 years, Denise. I can think of no greater time in our history to live in this beautiful city. This is a period of unmatched economic growth, business expansion, cultural awakening, and quality of life enhancements for our community. It has been my privilege to lead a great team during this unprecedented renaissance of our city. Let me introduce our current leadership team. First, Mayor Pro Tem Jeff Sanford and Commissioners Bob Glenn, Pam Smith-Wright, Debbie Nunley. I also want to thank our former commissioners that I've had the pleasure to serve with. First is John Keslauskas. I know John's in the audience. Of course, Candace Brake, who was the previous city commissioner, David Johnson, Roger Stacy, and Charlie Castlin, all who have been involved with this great transformation of our city. We have been supported in our work by a truly, and I mean this, truly exceptional city staff. Our city manager, Bill Parrish, Assistant City Manager and City Attorney, Ed Ray, Public Works Director, Wayne Shelton, our Finance and Support Services Director, Angela Hamrick, Community Development Director, Abby Shelton, Police Chief, Art Elam, Recreation Director, Amanda Rogers, and our Fire Chief, Steve Mitchell. Would y'all please give them a great round of applause? Like many of you, I watched the movie It's a Wonderful Life over the holidays. It made me think about those community meetings years ago and made me wonder what the state of the city address would be like if you or our citizens and business leaders had not attended those public forums where hundreds of people made a decision about our city's future. In a moment worthy of Frank Capra himself, our community came together, and a majority of people said, we've had enough downtown studies and plans. It's time to do something. If that moment had not come, I believe today's State of the City address would be a lot different. Let's take a few minutes and look back at how far we've come. I'm glad you applauded, because I was going to ask all of you in this room to give yourselves a round of applause, because we would not have been able to do all of that without your help and your support. And I want to thank you, and future generations will thank you for that. These achievements are even more remarkable because they took place during the Great Recession. Today, our unemployment rate is the lowest in 16 years, outperforming the state and the nation. During the period of the Great Recession, our leadership continued to bring jobs to Owensboro and grow our economy. When companies have a choice of where to grow, Owensboro is increasingly the destination of choice. The proof is in the numbers and in the gross domestic product, where our growth has led the state. None of this has happened by accident. It's part of the plan we created and continue to follow. We enjoyed another exceptional year in convention and visitors business. Outside dollars are coming into this community to spur our local economy. Visitors to our city have generated record new hotel taxes for 22 consecutive months, providing our Convention and Visitors Bureau with an infusion of money to further promote and market our community. The Kentucky League of Cities held their annual conference here in September. It was the largest conference in the past 20 years for them, all because people wanted to come to Owensboro. That's right, they all wanted to come here to see the Renaissance for themselves because of our work to revitalize downtown and the riverfront, including the results of the commitment we've made to the arts, and we continue to make to the arts. All of you have heard visitors praise and often envy what our community has done. What a great place to live. But it's not enough to recognize where we've been and where we are now. The important question becomes, where are we going in the future? 2016 promises to be yet another year for economic expansion and quality of life initiatives for our community. Expansion of the Greenbelt, a new dog park. Steve Casson, I saw you. It's coming. We're going to get it done. And the opening of major national retail stores and businesses throughout our community confirm the faith that private enterprise has in Owensboro's economy and workforce. As our current downtown economic engine continues to create new jobs and improve the quality of life, the city will begin work on 2 mega projects that will further grow our economy for years to come. The first mega project is the downtown TIF, or Tax Increment Financing Project, the expanded downtown district that will encompass the entire riverfront from the River Park Center to English Park and south to Brescia University. The downtown TIF includes 11 major projects: the International Bluegrass Music Center, mixed-use projects on 2nd Street, an update of the River Park Center, 2 new buildings on the Brescia campus, further riverbank stabilization, a lengthened river walk to English Park, a new parking garage, plus other parking and road improvements, and downtown utility work to enhance it all. This single TIF will generate more than 1 million square feet of mixed-use construction, including a hotel, residential, and civic space. It will create 1,600 construction jobs and sustain 580 jobs annually. The downtown TIF will create over $80 million in new taxes and have an estimated regional impact of $1.2 billion. Yes, billions of dollars during the TIF's life. We expect preliminary approval from the state on this mega project later this month. The second mega project that we will advance is the Highway 54 TIF, Gateway Commons, will be an 835,000 square foot retail, restaurant, office, residential, and entertainment complex. The project will create 2,000 construction jobs, 2,000 sustainable jobs, 160 million in new taxes, and have an economic impact of more than 3.2 billion. That's billion with a B. We have received preliminary approval from the state, and this project has already broken ground. We've talked about downtown's growth and future growth, as well as Highway 54. But 2016 will see the very center of Owensboro receive a well-deserved makeover with the commencement of the Triplet Twist project. The neighborhood revitalization strategy area includes an investment of more than $4.7 million in public and private funds over the next 4 years through commercial and residential upgrades, with an area extending from 9th Street to 24th Street and from Breckenridge to Triplet, including portions of J.R. Miller Boulevard. It is the largest project we've undertaken to date. And our stormwater project master plan will continue to alleviate flooding throughout the city. Now I want to turn to two major economic enhancement projects that this community must continue to pursue. Studies show that cities with an interstate connection greatly improve their economic development opportunities. The I-65 spur linking Owensboro to Bowling Green via the Natcher Parkway, and the I-69 spur linking Owensboro to Henderson via the Audubon Parkway will bring those opportunities to Owensboro. You can help make this happen. I'm asking for your help. Talk to a legislator. Make contact with your state government and the Kentucky Chamber. Remind them of the importance of these projects to our future. As we close today, I want to recognize Owensboro's new professional basketball team, the Kentucky Mavericks. I'm going to be at the season opener on the 9th to support this great team, and I hope to see all of you there. Welcome to Coach Tucker and your team. I believe some of them are here today. Stand up. Welcome. While we have done and are still doing great things to grow our community, we must not forget the needs of our future. The most important among us are children. Today, I am declaring 2016 as the year of the child, where we will work with groups like CASA to identify the needs of the neglected children and strategies to meet those needs. We will be talking more about this in the months to come. As we look at the state of the city of Owensboro, I find a city that has overcome its problems, a city that has progressed economically, culturally, and in quality of life. This is truly a world-class, excuse me. Hello? Kurt? I'm giving the State of the City address. I thought that phone had been disconnected. Well, okay. I think I can bring it up on the screen. Leslie?
Live from the Tri-States News and Weather Leader, this is 14 News.
Breaking news here in the Tri-State, WFIE is growing in western Kentucky.
Owensboro is hosting its Rooster Booster meeting this morning, but just upriver are Randy Moore and Jackie Monroe. Let's go there live now.
That's right, Aaron. We are live right now in spectacular Owensboro, where city leaders have gathered for the State of the City address.
And the state of this city is about to light up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have a very important announcement. 14 News is getting ready to open a second studio right here in Smothers Park in downtown Owensboro.
Good morning. And ladies and gentlemen,
Kentucky woman Beth Sweeney, and one of your own, Owensboro native Brandon Bartley.
Thank you so much for having us. As a Kentucky woman born and raised, I understand the importance of recognizing this city and this region.
And Beth, this city is ready for that recognition.
Mayor Ron Payne challenged 14 News to increase its visibility in Kentucky, and that's exactly what we are going to do. 14 News is leasing the historic Bell House right next to the River Park Center.
Coming soon, we'll make history by adding signage you'll see clearly as you cross the Blue Bridge into Kentucky. Along with the spectacular fountains and an award-winning playground, the 14 News Owensboro studio will be yet another tourist destination along the Ohio. A large window will allow visitors to watch news as it's being made. Our reporters will do live shots on the home's front lawn and across the entire park. Events will unfold right in front of our cameras. But that's not all. A huge screen TV will display 14 News live every day and WFIE's NBC programming nonstop. We'll be here all 4 seasons.
How exciting is this?
Wow.
We are so excited
Right.
about what is to come for 14 WFIE and Owensboro.
How about that, Mr. Mayor?
That is awesome. Welcome. It's my understanding we got the general manager here, WFIE. Jay, you want to come on up, make a comment or two? Jay Hyatt, general manager.
Wow, we are extremely excited to be here and to open our brand new studio where you're going to see we're going to do a lot of big things right here in this community, not only in Owensboro, but in Western Kentucky. And I got to tell you, we are so happy to be part of a progressive city as Owensboro, Kentucky. And a round of applause again for you guys. What a great job you guys are doing. You know, I got to tell you, I want to thank Mayor Payne. We've had discussions about this, and I'm very happy that we got to pull this together. Ed Ray, the city officials of Owensboro, we have a lot of people to thank, and thank you so very much for all of this. I'd like to acknowledge just a couple of folks with us. Obviously, you met the team. Appreciate you guys waking up early. Some of you guys get up early anyway. But we've got our leader from Charlotte, North Carolina here with Raycom, which is our parent company, Mr. Nick Simonette. Mr. Simonette, thanks for coming today. We have Western Kentucky reporter Jonathan McKinder, who you guys some of you guys may know. He's already over here, so he'll have some new friends coming over here with him. We also have with us today our news director, Joe Slarth, who put a lot of this together. Joe, welcome. Joe's from Buffalo, New York, and he's very impressed with Owensboro. Also, a couple of folks from inside the building, Brooke Arnold and Robbie Godegi, part of our sales management team, Laura Rowden, the sales rep for us, and Chief Engineer Bobby Burnett. So I really appreciate you guys coming today. Thank you. We are excited about this.
And to all of you out there, you business leaders, let's do everything we can to support them and their presence here in the city of Owensboro. You know, the news, it just gets better. Literally, the news, it just gets better. But we have got a lot on our plate. We've got a lot of things coming up in 2016. It's going to be an exciting year. So Happy New Year to all of you. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to make this presentation, Candace.
We hope you've enjoyed the State of the City address. For more information on the City of Owensboro, you can always visit the website owensboro.org or call City Action 270-687-4444.